Hi, Prosperity Team. It's Dr. Money. Well, I'm back from South Carolina and I'm here in my home in the Woodlands, Texas. It's been a long 2 days, but part of the days seemed so adventurous. It felt like I was going on a wonderful, wonderful trip. I like to just pretend the magic. And when I do pretend the magic, it's always there. And I want to talk to you about provisions, the provisions that the universe has made for you. Now, there's an old prayer that goes, Our Father who art in heaven, but maybe it should be more like universal provider who is imminent and present right now with me, in me, as me. Give us and give me today my daily bread. Or let me understand that because I'm in a physical body that I need things to pay bills and I need food to eat and I need friendships and love in my heart. So let me be open to those things today, to receiving those things that are already in consciousness for me, including money, good friends, good food. And give me the power and the enthusiasm and the wisdom to serve today. That's the way we could pray, just with this expectancy and claiming and having a heartfelt honestness about our prayers. So I want to tell a story about investing. I used to pretend that I would get checks in the mail for $2,000, $10,000, $5,000. And I came across an investment many years ago, and I happened to have $25,000 that I borrowed from my mother because I was over her accounts. And so theoretically, a third of it was mine and a third of it was my two sisters. But I was able to make in a pretty short amount of time, I made the $25,000. And so I was able to pay my sisters their parts. And then for a very long time, 9 years, this investment was amazing. And we paid off our house and we always paid cash for our cars. And it was just a great investment. But then around, not sure what year, but the financial crisis and so forth were happening everywhere. And I lost about $200,000 in that investment. And even though I had made money on the investment, I had spent the money. So $200,000 was a part of our nest egg. And the tough part for me was not really losing the $200,000. It was just losing that monthly income because I really, or whenever I wanted to get money out, I could get money out. But the good thing about that was that I had been really working on my prosperity consciousness. And what I feel is a successful prosperity consciousness is being able to not be affected whether the money is coming in or going out. There's still this trust in the universe, knowing that everything is working for my good, and just not be devastated about that. I mean, it used to be that if I had lost $10,000, I would have been terrifically devastated. But at this point, losing $200,000, it was like, well, I'm still here. My life is still good. I can still go on. And it's just a great feeling to be money proof. Now, it's not something that I want to do again, and hopefully that will not happen. But those things do happen, and we don't need to be defined by our money. I have heard of people who have lost jobs and lost fortunes and they've committed suicide. Maybe not literal suicide, but the suicide from life. In other words, withdrawing from life and feeling like a failure and being depressed. That kind of suicide, emotional suicide, and punishment for not being successful anymore. So let's money proof ourselves so that regardless of whether the money's coming in or the money's going out, that we feel the same, that we always feel good. I do love the story that I heard, I think I read about Muktananda. Swami Muktananda said that when he came to the United States, he was interviewed because he had drawn such large crowds. And one of the reporters said, goodness, he said, how do you feel? All these people are coming to hear you speak. And Muktananda said, I feel the same. And the reporter says, what do you mean you feel the same? He said, well, I feel the same whether there's 5 people in the audience or 50 people in the audience, 500 people in the audience, or 5,000 people in the audience. And when I heard that story, I knew that that's how I wanted to feel about life. I want to feel the same. I want to feel that joy and that love and that peace, regardless of what the events are. And that's what we're working towards in our prosperity team. So I'm Dr. Money. I hope you have a wonderful night. You sleep tight. And remember, I love you.